St. John's Marsh. Roughly 3,000 acres of protected land along the north channel of the St. Clair River is situated in Clay Township, St. Clair County, Michigan. One of the more clearer indicators of wetland hydrology is the presence of standing water, which is clearly seen in the area in permanently flooded ponds and channels. Surface soil cracks, evidence of some inundation at some point in the year, are visible in drier areas. The majority of the soil in St. John's Marsh is silty clay loam, which is more prominent in areas covered with surface water. Loamy fine sand is found in drier areas of wetland, closer to upland regions. The majority of the marsh's vegetation is dominated by rooted, herbaceous hydrophytes, particularly one species, which we'll get to later. According to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service Wetland Mapper, St. John's Marsh is a palustrine emergent freshwater wetland. It can be more commonly known as Lake Plain Prairie. The dominant plant species in the marsh include Phragmites australis, common milkweed, bulrush, staghorn sumac, and cattail. At this time of the season, the most visibly abundant animals are crayfish and red-winged blackbirds, the latter currently in migration. Muskrat dens were also present during my time at the wetland. Since the majority of coastal and inland wetlands in southeast Michigan have been removed or altered due to high urban development, St. John's Marsh may be of higher quality than most emergent freshwater marshes in the surrounding areas. It is indeed one of the largest and most regularly treated. The two major threats to the marsh's diversity and function are the spread of invasive species and an increase in urbanization. This includes levee and road construction by the marsh. St. John's Marsh is a very valuable recreational asset to Clay Township and its surrounding areas, as it is a popular area for hunting, fishing, kayaking, hiking, photography, and other outdoor-related activities. Its less than ideal biological conditions serve as an informative look at human impacts on coastal marshes, as well as the importance of restoration efforts to maintain even more ecosystem services. The largest management issue in St. John's Marsh is currently the spread of invasive species, especially Phragmites australis. A 3-year project that ran from 2011 to 2014 was aimed at burning, mowing, and applying herbicide on areas of the wetland dense with Phragmites. This is a cooperative effort from various state agencies, including the Michigan Sea Grant and the Michigan Department of Natural Resources. Unfortunately, funding was very limited and it can only last those 3 years. Therefore, a continuation of similar projects is recommended to successfully continue to kill Phragmite roots and rhizomes.
Yet despite these restoration efforts, most of what you're going to see when you come here are still going to be Phragmites and mute swans.
Mute swans are an aggressive threat against native duck populations, as well as benthic habitat. Additionally, though controlling water level in the marsh helps make it more suitable as duck habitat, it unfortunately contributes to the decrease in plant diversity, especially in species that depend on the natural, seasonal fluctuation of surface water in emergent freshwater marsh to meet their specific optimum conditions at a certain time in the year. Though applying what I learned in class is essential to accurately classifying wetlands, seeing these indicators firsthand truly solidifies the knowledge. What surprised me the most during this project was the difficulty in finding more native species, as well as the higher abundance of clay in the area than I thought.